Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lyman back with another CSR2 video. Today we are going to be checking out the Plymouth Rides by Cam Baracuda Notorious, and that is a lot of words to say. This is a purple star car, and we're going to do a stage 5 shift and tune, stage 6 maxed out shift and tune. We're going to do a review on the car and see if we can find a live racing setup. And game, what are you doing? Hey, come back little car, come back. We are going to start off with a stage 6 maxed out shift and tune, and this is a little bit of a weird one. And thank you to Nitro for CSR for access to the car. That way we can show you all about the car and let you know if it's good and all the good stuff. But when you have this car 100% maxed out with all the stage 6 and all the fusions, put your nitrous all the way to the right, put your final drive on 2.0, and your tire pressure on 8 psi, and that is going to give us a 7.385 on the dyno time. To drive this car, it's a really big pain. You have to let go of the gas right around number 2, almost exactly when the countdown gets to 2. You should see the needle kick back, hit your nitrous, all the rest of the shifts right before the red line, and it is not easy to make this happen, but if you want to run the fastest time in the 7 zeros or 7 ones, you got to get the kickback. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous, third, fourth. I think I said that wrong, but you know, whatever. We got the run right. It was a pain in the butt. I don't like the way this car is driving so far, just because that kickback is a really big pain in the butt. And then we got a 7.166, but you're probably going to be in the 7.1s on most runs with this car. Now we're going to fit this car back to stage 5 parts and do a stage 5 shift and tune. When you have this car on stage 5 parts only, go ahead and put your nitrous all the way to the right. We'll just go ahead and keep the final drive at 2.0. You can move it back and forth a couple of points, but 2.0 is good, and 8 psi, and that's going to give us an 8.394 on the dyno time. To drive this car on stage 5, we're going to do the same thing. Let go of the gas right about number 2. You want to see the needle kick back, hit your nitrous, and all the shifts right before the red line. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Nitrous, second, third. I said it wrong both times, but you guys get the idea. Watch what I did and not what I said there, because I said it wrong. When I hit the nitrous, for some reason, I said second both times when I meant to say nitrous, but hey, this car is confusing. There we got an 8.200, which is not a bad run. Again, you got to get that kickback, which is a big old pain in the butt. So if you don't mind the kickback, so far, everything is looking pretty good. Now I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find a good live racing setup for this thing. So I'll be right back. We will let you know, but let's go do it to it and see if we can live race this bad boy right here. Alright, so this is a low performance point high evo tune. Normally these do really good at live racing. Not always, but 98% of the time, if you can find this type of a tune, the car is a great live racer. So we're going to fit our engine back to stock for this setup. We're going to fit our turbo back to stock. Intake, stock. Nitrous, stage 2. Body, stage 5. Tire, stage 3. Transmission, stage 5. The good news is we don't need any stage 6 parts to make this work, so that's pretty awesome. So to tune it for the low performance point high evo setup, which should be good for live racing, put your nitrous all the way to the right. Final drive on 2.12. Tires 8 psi, and that's going to give us a 10.598 and put us in the 10.6 lobby. So that means we want to try and run this car at 10.6, not faster, not slower, definitely not faster, or the car will get pushed into a lobby where it can't win anymore. So our goal is to hit 10.6 exactly if possible. To drive this for the low performance point high evo setup, we are going to do a very basic shift pattern. Let go of the gas at 1, nitrous on second, all the rest of the shifts right before the red line. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And second nitrous. Third gear. I got an itchy nose. Hold on a second. Scratching my nose, scratching my nose. And there we go. Let's see what this car ran. It should have ran just a little bit faster, or right about the time we had it set for. So there we got a 10.622. The last one was a 10.572. So it's going to run very, very close to 10.6s, which is exactly where we want the car to be. So yeah, pretty cool, right? Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, so now we're going to do a review on this car. So bottom line, it's a pretty nice car overall. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt to drive on stage 5 and stage 6, but it's going to be a good live racer unless the car is weird. I cannot take this account into live racing to test it, but this should be doing pretty good for live racing. Alright, so let's check out this car's stats. When you're maxed out, you got 0 to 60 in around 0.6 something, 0 to 100 in like 1.1. So the acceleration is pretty darn good. It's doing about 375 miles per hour and running in the 7.1s on average. So in my opinion, those are not bad times whatsoever. It's a pretty decent car with a decent live racing setup, so I like it. It is a little bit of a pain in the butt to drive, but if you can get past that, it's definitely a cool car. I'm going to go ahead and level mine up for the live racing setup, and I'm probably just going to leave it there. But yeah, I'm probably just going to live race it. I'm not going to max mine out fully or anything like that, but it is going to be a fun car to have for live racing, and it looks really cool. So if everything we showed you here in this video sounds and looks good to you, then bam, this car is probably worth upgrading. I like it. I like it a lot, besides the fact that it is a pain in the buttocks to get that kickback, but hey, sometimes you'll have that. Anyways, I think that's going to wrap the video up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to drop down the video's description or the pinned comment to see some ways to help support the channel and a bunch of game news and everything like that. Thank you to my channel members. You guys are amazing. If you want to become one, just hit the little join button right below the video. If not, that's okay too. Lightning out. Thanks for watching my video.